More options, more options. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 6 games here. So, yeah, lots of different ways that we could look to go with these lineups. I wonder what the chalk is.
Got to be Baker.
So it looks like some of the ownership is a little weird here because it's. I don't know. There just isn't really any chalk. Almost every QB is the same ownership. I was looking like, how is there no chalk? And I look at it, it's just all of the QBs have similar ownership.
Okay, well, let's plug Baker in. I like Baker. I like Stafford. I like so many of these guys this week. Herbert, Hurts. What do we have Hurts
Mike
ownership?
Evans, right?
What's that?
Got to be Mike Evans then, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Mike Evans, 7,900. Kind of interesting. Mike Evans does project worse than Puka, Nico Collins, and A.J. Brown, all of whom are less expensive than him. Mike Evans only pulling 10% ownership.
That is interesting, especially in this spot. I mean, look at the Jefferson and Puka Nacua. Those are. Should we hold on? Maybe do we call an audible here? Because I think you could do a Stafford Puka lineup too, and I'd be fully okay with that. I like that this week.
Are we writing off Cooper Kupp for dead, or is this a spot to?
I'm not writing him off for dead. No, absolutely not.
All right, Stafford is 5,700. Puka is 7,600.
How much is Kyron? Because I don't think we necessarily need to go Kupp here.
Kyron is 7,400. Kupp is 6,400. And only
how big is the difference in projection?
Ownership.
What's that?
3% ownership for Cooper Kupp.
Wow. What's the difference in projection, though? What's Kyron projected for?
Kyron projected for...
Scroll up.
Oh, yeah, that's why. So Kyron project for 17.5 fantasy points. He projects considerably better.
Want to try it?
Yep. And then Jefferson to run back?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we're going to have to get a cheap deep. We're going to have to do some stuff here. Because we're getting thin already.
Cheap defenses. So there's only 2 super cheap defenses. Steelers 2,200, Broncos 2,400. If we were to go up a little bit, the Packers are 2,600, and then you got the Commanders at 2,800. Oh, also Texans are 2,700.
Texans make sense there.
Okay.
Einsteinium, you live out in the Philly. Where do you live? You live in the area? Have fun. That should be a fun game. I went to Lambeau a few years ago for the Eagles Packers game. That was a good one for sure. Thursday night, Eagles got the W in that game too. Devontae Adams got hurt. That helped. And then I got stuck in Green Bay for 2 days. All right. Texas, I think he's a 46. Because running back here gets super thin.
Yeah, so to see if it's even going to work, I think we go tight end next and just go likely a tight end at 3,200.
Definitely.
And then we're at 51. Is there a cheap wide receiver? I'll sort by value.
Jake said I'd never go to the link in Packers gear. You'd be fine in Packers gear, dude. You'd be fine. It's not, you're not going in Cowboys garb or anything like that. Minnesota Vikings fans may take a hit because they were all crying about that game several years ago, the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl. But should be fine. Should be fine in Packers garb.
This happens all the time. People complain about, and it's not to say that things don't happen. You see those videos that go viral. Fans showed up to opposing team's game and they get, knocked unconscious, blindsided with like a hook or something in the parking lot. But keep in mind this, it's like a plane crashing, right? When it happens, you see it on the news, but how many of them don't crash? How many NFL games does somebody go to in some other team's jersey and they don't get attacked in the parking lot.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Also, I don't condone that. And I mean this. I don't condone that behavior. I hit my buddies up all the time when I see that shit. And I'm like, yeah, all right. It's like I'm in a spot in life now where I'm like, that's just, you're trash. I don't care if we wear the same colors. It's trash. However, there's plenty of instances where fans from the opposing team talk shit and try and call the Eagles fans bluff. At that point, fair game. You asked for it. But unprovoked stuff drives me nuts. I don't like that. It's someone like going to the game with their kid wearing different colors. Fuck off if you're going to give them a tough time with their like 8-year-old boy who's at it first. Come on. I hate that. But aside from that, respect though, Einstein said he embraces the banter. You'll be fine. You going by yours? Who are you going with is the question.
Yeah. So at wide receiver now, let's see. If we're going to look, we're going to need to go cheaper than 51. Well, unless we go double tight end. If we go double tight end in the flex, Zach Ertz is 4,300. We got Hawkinson at 42.
Or you could get the double run back with Hawkinson. That game could shoot out. Let's go Hawkinson.
All right, Hawkinson at 42. So we got a double stack or a double run back. And then at running back, 55. Wide receiver, also 55.
What's Khalil Shakir priced at?
Shakir is, so if I'm not mistaken, we could go Shakir and Warren.
I mean, that Khalil Shakir price is just too good.
All right, so let's go Shakir at 53. And then I know Warren fits. Maybe there's somebody else who projects. Nope, it would be Warren here.
Wow.
We would leave 600 in salary on the table. We could upgrade defense.
We can. But just throwing this out there, this is tough to build. There's so many top tier players. These are tough lineups to build, man. And on a play down slate where you have condensed, not rosters, but condensed playing time, you're not going to see a lot of things open up.
All right, so here we go. Running this, we've got Matt Stafford stacked with Kyron Williams and Puka Nacua. We're running it back with TJ Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson. This will be a really fun game to watch this weekend as well. If the Vikings lose, I mean, what a bad run out for a season for them, which to go 14-3 and end up as a 5 seed, that just sucks.
It does, but they embarrassed themselves on Sunday night. So yeah, I guess it happens. All right. It's not terrible. Is there any, I'm just trying to think before we build a FanDuel lineup. Is there anything we can tweak?
So anything that we could tweak here.
Because remember, we tweaked that Saturday lineup with a couple tweaks and we got it from like 14 to 198. Right. So there are things I don't think we want to take. Let's kind of reverse engineer this then. We don't want to take Shakir out, right? At that price point, he just seems like a very good value right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking. So I don't, there's nothing that immediately stands out to me as being something that is replaceable in this lineup or that makes a ton of sense.
What if you took out Kyron? What can we get? Go to running back. Go
He's
to
the one
Bucky.
who projects the best.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was trying to go.
Oh no, never mind. My bad.
Bucky.
I don't have it sorted by projection. We could go Bucky.
Go to
Irving
Bucky.
here.
That's what I was hoping we would get here. So if we go to Bucky there, drop it back down the Steelers defense.
We could also, if we took Shakir out, we could go to
Steelers D, right?
We could go Cup. And then defense would be the Packers.
The only thing I don't know is we're putting in a guy that's $1,000 more that projects for fewer points than Shakir. Not
right.
bad.
Yeah, this came out much better.
Try one more thing. Let's take Cooper Kupp out. Take Cooper Kupp out. And then let's just see let's see what we have at wide receiver. Is there anybody else? Even if we just went with a skinny stack Stafford, is there anybody else that projects okay? Like Addison projects nice, but that would give us 3 Minnesota.
I mean, we could also go Addison and then take Hawkinson out.
Try it. Yeah, why not?
Instead of Hawkinson, well, maybe he does project the.
Well, wait. Well, what about Ertz? That's actually perfect. What about Ertz?
Yep, we could go Ertz instead. That works. And then we might be able to upgrade defense again.
Yeah. Einsteinian, we can't go Nico over Puka in this spot with Stafford as our quarterback. Yeah. I'm interested to see. This should do well. The only thing is it's a skinny stack on a small slate, but I'm not totally opposed to this type of build. 140. Not bad.